Hi, welcome to episode 350 of your favorite daily podcast. A couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I'm going to talk about how sometimes we actually make very foolish requests that we're not aware that is foolish when we're making it, and how that made me realize something about God and prayer. But yeah, let's get into it. Again, yet another episode brought to you by my tooth extraction process. This is the worst thing, quite literally, and I am not exaggerating, the worst thing that I have experienced in my life. It was worse than my appendectomy, my emergency appendectomy. I promise you, it is way worse than that. But anyway, so when the conversation about my teeth, tooth, whatever came up, I they were like, oh, you could feel it or you could take it out, but that if you feel it and you still have the cavities, then you will have to still take it out anyways. So initially I had opted for feeling it, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just take it out. Like there's no point in keeping it in. And so they were like, okay, cool. And then one day I called the dentist and I was like, you guys, can I just take out all the wisdom teeth? Because like they're basically useless, right? So just take everything out when you do it. And the guy was just like, no. What the heck are you talking about? No. And I was like, okay, cool. So now, having done the actual tooth extraction, I do want to say that that was the most foolish thing I have ever thought of in my life. I'm not so kidding. Like, I don't think I've had a more foolish thought, and I don't think I will ever have a more foolish thought. But that was the height of foolishness, because you guys, they removed only one, and I'm in excruciating pain, and I can only chew on one side of my mouth, of which I went to mistakenly chew on the wrong side today. I didn't even, it wasn't even a chew. It was like the food just dropped there, and I've been in pain since then. Even my painkillers are not helping. The worst thing, anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it was a very foolish request, and I was just thinking about how, sometimes you pray for things based on lack of knowing anything, because obviously I knew nothing about the context of taking out your teeth, which is, I don't even know why, because now that I think about it, it's quite foolish, because if they take everything out on all the sides, where will I eat? How will I eat? I'm still struggling to eat with one side. Anyway, so I was just thinking about how sometimes we pray for things. They are obviously foolish things, but we don't know that they are foolish things because we don't have God's view. God is the one that has the view of everything that has ever happened, that has ever happened, that will ever happen, that is currently happening. And we don't know. We have such a limited view. We know so little. And I have another episode about that coming up soon, about how I haven't recorded it yet, but it's just like a thought I've been thinking about how our worldview is so limited. And I'm not even thinking about the future, like of things that are currently happening right now. But let's focus on this prayer analogy that I'm going with. So we have these prayers that we make, and when we don't get them, we're very upset. We're like, oh, God didn't do this thing that I wanted, blah blah blah. But how do you know that the thing that I wanted is not a very foolish thing? You don't know, because we're mere human beings. We don't know anything. So yeah, this episode is really short because also I'm really this 365-day podcast. We're going to finish it. Whether my tooth falls out safe or not, again, we must finish it. But the point is that, yeah, sometimes we ask for foolish things. That's why God does not give us, because what we're asking for is foolish and it will actually be bad for us. So that's another thing that I've learned from my tooth extraction process. So yeah, it's literally just like next week is the end of the year. We have just a few episodes to go. I'm so thrilled. And I know I said that, I think I said that I didn't want to do guest episodes for the last week of the year, but it looks like that will still happen, because like people like to do, everybody suddenly wants to do their guest episode in the next couple of weeks, next couple of days, because there's no couple of weeks anymore. But yeah, we're almost at the end. This has been an exciting journey, a very stressful one as well, but by hook or by crook, we're gonna finish it no matter what's gonna happen. But yeah, thanks for listening today. See you in the coming days as well. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.